let's hear it, Slasher. He cuts Mayu off in the middle of her greeting and screams in a hoarse voice. Oh no! Oh my god, I should have anticipated he was a screamer. Oh, fuck me. Boom! Is it match day? My alarm sounds, waking me up. I turn it off and prepare for the day. After a quick breakfast, I drive to school and head to class.
Good morning, everyone. I have some good news. Because so many of you did well on the pop quiz from last week, we're going to have another one.
Yay! Wow, this is great news, teacher. Thank you, professor. A chorus of groans circles around the classroom. If only we did bad at the pop quiz, right? Then we wouldn't have gotten another one now. Damn it.
I knew you'd all be excited.
Everyone gradually falls silent at the TA's as the TA's, what is TA? Teacher's assistant? I guess that's it. Hands out the quiz. As soon as I receive mine, I begin. Are gears designed to look what? Are gears designed to look like a specific gender? If so, explain why. What? Yes, because boobs. Oh my god. Sometimes they just have these terrific answers where even though I know this is not the correct answer, I'm just so tempted to click this because boobs. But alright, let's take it seriously for once, okay? Don't look at the boobs for once. Oh my god, this is gonna be incredibly difficult. No, they aren't. Yes, if only used for war games. What's the point of having, like, robots? There are no genders in terms of robots, right? What the fuck does it matter? You can make it look like a lady, but it's not gonna have lady parts or male parts or anything like that. They're not gonna fucking reproduce either. We're not gonna have a bunch of robots fucking us, are we? So there's no point in even having genders, you know, in gears or robots or anything like that. So I feel like the correct answer is no, there aren't. You can make it look like one, but that doesn't make the gender of the gear or robot female or male, right? Just because it's pink or has, even if it has like a bow around it, it's just purely aesthetics, right? It's just purely for looks, and it's, if anything, it like the way that the gear looks on the outside is kind of a reflection of what the pilot is, right? Or what the pilot is like, or what the pilot likes. But that doesn't mean that the robot has a gender, so fuck that. Gears do not have a gender, and as such, any implications indicating this would be incorrect. I'm not exactly sure if that was the right answer. Oh well. After completing the test, I turn it in to the professor. Soon, everyone has turned in their paper.
Everyone awake now? Good. In today's lesson...
And lesson over. Wow.
Class dismissed.
These classes are the best, man. We just black out for the entire lesson and then, yep, class dismissed. Like, oh. I gather my things and file out of the classroom with everyone else. Once I'm outside, my legs take me towards the hangar. I need to practice. My chat with Akira last Monday has been on my mind ever since. Our team has been on a really good streak. But are we strong enough to beat Akira's team? We shouldn't think about Akira's team yet. First we gotta beat Mia's team, or Mei's team, that's what her name was. I swipe myself into the hangar and shake my head free of these thoughts. We have to beat Ona Bugaisha first, right, Team Fluffy Bunnies? I pass Aura on my way to Eagle and hear voices raised in a heated argument. Uh-oh. Kaori glares at Mai, who looks exasperated. Oh god.
I always have your best interest at heart. That's not true! When have I not? Have you already forgotten about what happened with Ryota?
Who's Ryota? Mei looks taken aback.
Really? You're bringing that up? How was I supposed to know he'd react that way?
They have some dark history. I mean, when was it? At the beach, I think, right? At the beach it was revealed that they're actually like childhood friends, but they don't really act like it, right? So I feel like they may have known each other since childhood, but they actually aren't that close with each other, at least not at the moment. And that usually happens because something has, like, you know, an argument or like just their friendship has been kind of not been that good recently because of things like this. Maybe another person came into the picture, usually a guy, right? Usually a boy. So I mean, Kaori even brought it up. What happened with Ryota?
You weren't supposed to tell him at all!
Uh-oh.
Maybe not, but I was trying to help.
Okay, I think I can already know what happened. Kaori, like Ryota, told Mei in confidence. Mei thought that she was helping out Kaori by telling it to Ryota, and then shit hit the fan, basically. Ryota probably didn't like Kaori or did something horrible with the information, and that's why their friendship is not that good as of right now. Kaori's face contorts in anger.
I was humiliated in front of the entire school! Is that what you call helping? That's not fair. You know that wasn't my intention. And how Ryota handled the situation. Best friends don't treat each other like that. I know.
Mei falters at Kaori's piercing stare.
Kaori. Well, none of that would have happened in the first place if you had just kept my secret a secret. It was all your fault.
It's called a secret for a reason, right? Mei blinks rapidly. I feel like with girls, whenever you tell a girl a secret, she'll be like, yeah, I'll keep it a secret, but she'll tell it to another person who then she'll tell to keep a secret, and that other person is gonna do the exact same thing. Whereas with guys, it's like, alright, I won't tell anybody, and then usually most of them keep it a secret, a real secret. But with other girls, they just like, oh, I'll tell it to this girl, but then I'll tell that girl to keep it a secret because it was originally a secret. And then it's this vicious cycle of like 10 girls knowing the secret, all thinking that it's a secret from this other person, but they're still spreading it to other people with the information like, yeah, it's supposed to be a secret.
I can't talk to you when you're like this. You need some time to calm down. Maybe then you'll listen to reason. Don't you dare!
Mei spins on her heel and walks away, her footsteps echoing behind her. Dang, Mei actually made it seem like it was Kaori's fault here.
Mei!
Oh god, she's walking away.
Ugh.
Oh god, Kaori. Kaori lets out a scream of frustration into her hands. As she turns around, she notices me.
How long have you been there?
Long enough. I just got here long enough to enjoy the show. I did not hear anything. I feel like I should not be poking the tiger right now, you know? Kaori is already like red hot chili pepper right now. We don't want her to turn into an even hotter chili pepper. What's the hottest one? I remember there's like a hottest one. What is it called exactly? I don't know. Someone will tell me in the comments, right? Thank you already if you do. So yeah, I feel like we shouldn't, you know, make her even angrier. So I did not hear anything. I don't listen to things that don't concern me.
You didn't hear any of that?
Nope, I did not hear you guys screaming from the other side of the hangar at all. It's none of my business. Kaori's anger softens. She seems to appreciate that answer. Obviously, this is a sensitive subject. As much as I'd like to know who Ryota is, what happened between them, and what part Mei has to play in all of this, Kaori looks upset enough as it is. Pushing her will make her close up to me even more. So, what were you doing in here anyway? Before the argument? Kaori shrugs.
Checking on Aura.
Aura?
What are you doing here?
Checking on Eagle. I thought I'd practice with Eagle.
Oh.
Oh? An uncomfortable silence settles in. It's like that wasn't... The way she said that, oh, it's like it wasn't the answer she was expecting. What else would I be doing in the hangar here? My phone buzzes. Saved by the bell. Well, buzz, I guess. Sorry, I better get this. Kaori nods. She looks just as relieved as I am. You can definitely tell that we're the bestest of friends, right? Like, immediately after just a normal conversation, we have this freakishly long, awkward silence. I accept the call and walk further away from Kaori. Hello?
Hey!
Moshi Moshi. Hello, Yuna! Hi, Yuna.
I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time.
Oh no, you actually saved me. No. This is perfect.
Okay, so your account manager with Dashu reached out to me. He'll be close to campus later today and would like to meet with you.
Oh, really? With me specifically or like the entire team? Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not sure what everyone else's schedule looked like.
Wait, he wants to meet with just you.
Okay, but why just with me? Is this another interview? Uh-huh. I'll bet he wants to get to know me better. Am I in trouble? I don't know what this is about. Why just specifically me? Are these people after, you know, the secret information of my core as well? Am I in trouble? Probably not, right? I don't think we did anything that makes us in trouble. So I feel like it's either an interview or like the second one. But let's just ask it a bit more formally. Is this going to be like the Warp Tech interview?
No, it'll be a much more casual conversation. He wants to talk about your gear, not your team performance.
Why is everybody so... I mean, the thing is, right? I obviously before this, I myself personally, not like the character in the game, but me, I didn't know anything about the gear, and probably nobody. When you even play this game, you know nothing about gears, right? So, as much as that whole overdrive situation looked awesome, I feel like I kind of underestimated the impact of it. It looked awesome, and I even thought like, yeah, fucking Super Saiyan 69 or whatever, you know? But it seems to be like such a huge deal that it attracted so many people towards us. Even like this freakishly huge company as Dashu and whatnot, like they sent a guy specifically to me to talk about my gear. And if they're gonna talk about me, just only about my gear, then it's obviously going to be about that overdrive or whatever the hell that was, you know? So the fact that it's attracting this many people, like Valerie was interested in us because of that as well, and she's obviously very knowledgeable about gears and everything else in general, so it attracts all these people. That it just, I feel like it's important that for me to know that this whole overdrive situation is even bigger than I thought before. Damn. That sounds good.
So, will you meet him?
I guess. Sure.
Great! You can meet him at the cafe after lunch.
Alright, I'll be there. Thanks, Yuna.
No problem.
After saying goodbye, she hangs up. By the time I end the call, Kaori is nowhere in sight. That's probably for the best, honestly. Our chat didn't end on such a great note. Since I came here to practice, I climb into Eagle and start up a simulated match. Against AI, after I've practiced a few rounds, I shut down the simulators and climb out of Eagle. I can tell my reaction times are improving. I'm sure that with a little more practice, I'll be ready to face Ona Bugaisha, Team Fluffy Bunny. Since I have some extra time, how do I want to spend the rest of my afternoon? Mayu is the only option? Alright then we'll spend it with Mayu. Mayu and I both discovered that we have a shared interest in music. She plays the violin, while I play the piano. After we got to talking about music, Mayu promised she'd play for me. True to her word, Mayu did end up playing for me. I jokingly mentioned we should start a band, but she was receptive to the idea, so we decided to go for it. I make my way to the music room. I finally convinced Mayu we should expand the band, and we're now holding auditions for our newest member. Whoa. Are we seriously starting a band? After Mayu played for me the first time, she's loosened up a lot, and we've been jamming regularly together ever since. Oh yeah, jam session with Mayu. I found a flyer for local musicians. The community is sponsoring a talent night for both bands and solo artists. I know Mayu and I are ready to compete, and after much cajoling, I got her to agree to sign up. The only problem is a band is considered 3 or more people. Neither of us wants to perform alone, so the only thing left to do is recruit a 3rd member. Can't we just put like one person on the bongos or something like that, you know? Like Yoko Ono? Like just have someone in there just to stand there, be the 3rd person, but basically have 0 or no impact whatsoever, so they can't screw up the performance, but also have they don't add anything to the performance either, you know? Just someone that just stands there and taps the bongos once or twice every 10 seconds or so, just so that it looks like they're actually part of the band, but in reality they're just there, just for the fuck of it. Hey, Mayu. She pauses and smiles when she sees me.
Hi, you made it.
Oh yeah, ready to recruit our third member? This honestly, I feel like it came out of nowhere, but alright.
I mean, of course you made it, but you're early, which is nice.
I am a punctual guy, okay?
Not that I think you can't be early to things, but...
Okay, Mayu. It's okay, just stop already. Her voice fades, and she drops her gaze. I'm a little nervous too. Mayu flashes me an appreciative smile.
I hope we find someone good.
Or bad, either way. As long as we find someone, same here.
There will only be singers auditioning today, right?
Oh, right, because we play... But this is gonna be, like... If we only have... She plays the violin, we play the piano. Like, there's no guitar, no bass, or anything like that. So it's not gonna be something like a rock band or anything like that. What kind of band are we gonna be then? Classical music? And then we need to find an opera singer, like... Oh, hallelujah. Yeah, I think having a vocalist will best complement our sound. Mayu nods.
I agree.
I help her move some of the clutter to the corner of the room and set up a long table with chairs in the middle of the room for us to sit. This is the judges' table. Mayu sits at the table while I poke my head out in the hall. Will the first audition please enter the room? As I return to my seat, a short student with slicked back hair walks in. He's changed out of his uniform, and his shirt hangs loosely over his frame. Or small frame, that's not a small frame. I squint to get a better look, and notice his shirt is decorated with all different types of footwear. Sandals, flip-flops, etc. This is going to be interesting. Alright. I mean, don't judge a book by its cover, but I already want to bring in the next person, but we'll give him a chance. Mayu's brow is furrowed, and she wears a hesitant smile. She seems just as apprehensive as I am. Hello. What's your name? The boy wears a goofy grin. Hi, I'm Bill Hang. What are you going to sing today?
She humps.
What the fuck, she humps? Mayu and I glance at each other. This was a popular song back when we were kids. I nod. Whenever you're ready. Bill flashes us another lopsided grin. As he belts out a tune, he begins to bounce his knees and stiflingly jerk his hips from side to side. He sings in a monotone, and his cadence feels almost robotic. Paired with his strange dancing, he reminds me of someone gaining use of their limbs for the first time. Oh my god, is it that horrible? I glance over at Mayu, who has a forced smile frozen on her face. Her eyes seem almost panicked. I can tell she's wondering if all our auditions are going to be as awful as this one, because I'm wondering the same thing. I catch her attention and give her a reassuring smile. She seems to relax some. Finally, he finishes and waits expectantly for our feedback. Why didn't we just do it like, you know, what are those American Idol or whatever pop show, you know, where people audition just halfway throughout when you already know it's a disaster. You're like, all right, thank you very much. All right, get the fuck out of here right now. You can't sing. Get out. At least you've got spirit. Yo, dog. My dog can sing better than that. I am going to be the fucking Simon Cowell of this audition table, okay? My dog can sing better. The matter of fact is that you can't sing and you can't dance. In fact, I'm sure my dog would put on a better performance. Bill stares stoically. Oh god, I feel bad for him now. I don't have it in me, man. I don't have it in me to be as cruel and cold and direct and brutally honest as Simon Cowell. I just cannot. Bill stares stoically as I give him my feedback, and then looks expectantly at Mayu. She fidgets under his gaze as she tries to find something to say.
Well, you were very brave to sing in front of us, and I think it's great that you did.
Yeah, it's thanks for trying. She nods, seemingly satisfied with her review. I'm about to dismiss him when someone else interrupts me.
Excuse me, but are you in the wrong room?
This audition is for singers. I'm not sure what you thought you were doing up there, but it certainly was not singing.
Simone Cool. Oh god. He's actually in the game as well, Simon Cowell. Honestly, I didn't fucking know he would appear. Oh god, but this is what it reminded me of as well, and I just thought like, alright, let's roll with it. I mean, that's okay, I gotta admit, right? Sometimes on YouTube you find yourself watching videos where you just, after like an hour or something, you wandering end up wondering like, how the fuck did I end up getting here? And occasionally it may have been an idol's video, American Idol or whatever, you know, just with Simon Cowell as the judge. And honestly, obviously, you know, his reactions are, I want to say the best, but just like the best as in for a viewer, just like seeing how brutally honest he is and how he rips into these singers that are just awful at what they do. Yeah, that's actually the only reason why it's actually entertaining, but that's the entertaining part, right? That's the fun part. That's why I watch it, at least. But then he's fucking here as well. Another student sits beside Mayu. He's wearing an ace uniform without teal stripes, so he isn't a pilot. Mayu merely glances over at the student, but otherwise doesn't react to his presence. Maybe he's one of her music friends. She must have asked him to sit in our auditions and help us judge who would be a good fit. Well, okay, that's good. If Simone Cool is here, then I don't need to fulfill that role, so I can be the nice guy. Despite the new guy's scathing comments, Bill doesn't seem fazed.
I did my very best, and that's all I could have done.
Alright, so, you know, okay, I gotta give it to this guy. At least he's not, sometimes you have these people that sing, and they are just god awful, but I feel like I actually in those situations, I blame the people around that person for not being honest to them first, because for some reason, people that are just fucking awful, they are awful at singing, like really fucking awful, but they have all the confidence in the world. And it actually makes me sad, because sometimes you actually have people who are really good at singing but don't have the confidence to go to these audition shows or whatever, you know? And then you have this fuckface who's actually just fucking horrible but has all the confidence in the world, and it's just because their mom kept telling them like, oh, you're so good, Bill, you're the best singer in the world, while meanwhile she's like, she has an appointment to go to the ear doctor next month because she's going deaf from Bill singing the entire time, but she just keeps like complimenting him, boosting up his confidence to the fucking roof, where it shouldn't be, because he shouldn't be, his confidence isn't, you know, I feel like your confidence level should be matched somewhere around the same range as what your talent is or how good you are at something, you know? That's how I feel like it should be. But for some reason, for some people, their confidence is just much, much higher and way better than their actual singing skill or talent or whatever, you know? And then they come to these auditions where they actually have, you know, real people who know what they are talking about judging, and then for the first time they hear criticism and they're like, what? But everybody told me that I was great and that I was perfect and I was better than Britney Spears and whatnot, you know? And then they just can't believe it and they become ignorant for the rest of their life, thinking that the judges were wrong. So yeah, at least this guy isn't like that, you know? At least Bill is like, alright, well, you know what? I tried my best. That's all I could have done. That's it, basically. He's not full of himself. He's not like, yeah, you know, don't know what you're talking about. Fuck you all. Or shit like that, you know? Don't get me wrong. Those make for great YouTube videos to watch, but I always feel sad for the person. Just like, yeah, it shouldn't have been that way, man.
I have no professional training, but I am very glad of my performance.
Alright, if you have no training whatsoever, what if Bill just like decided to just, I have nothing to do today, I have 2 hours to kill. Oh, well, look at this. I can audition here. I've never sung before in my entire life. If that's the case, then I'm like, alright, well, good job for your first time ever singing. Mayu smiles encouragingly.
That's great. Thank you for coming by.
Alright, just if you like it, you know, just keep practicing and maybe you'll improve. Yeah, thanks. We'll be in touch. Nope. Mayu's friend crosses his arms and waits for Bill to leave. Once Bill leaves, he is immediately replaced by another student, He's still in ace uniform, but contrastly, his long, dark hair falls to mid-back and covers one eye.
Hi, my name is Slasher, and
Slasher.
I'll be singing an original song I wrote myself.
Oh, okay, interesting. He wrote an original song.
Hi.
Let's hear it, Slasher. He cuts Mayu off in the middle of her greeting and screams in a hoarse voice. Oh no! Oh my god, I should have anticipated he was a screamer. Oh, fuck me. Dude, no, you've come to the wrong audition, okay? Did we just, what did we write down on the audition? Just like any singer? Doesn't matter what music genre you know? Oh my god. Oh god, please save us. Simon Cool, please. I scream over Slasher before my ears literally begin to bleed. Thank you! I think we've heard enough. Mayu's ears are wider than I've ever seen, and she flinches every time Slasher belts out a word.
Thanks. If you could please stop for a second.
Those are sounds that Mayu has never heard before in her entire life. She probably didn't even know that was a music genre. Her friend clamps his hands over his ears and cringes in pain.
Stop, for the sake of our sanity.
You tell him, Simone. Slasher finally quiets down, but looks confused.
Are you trying to turn us all into raving psychopaths? Because the only effect constant yelling has on me is making me angry.
And trust me, you do not want to see Simone Cool angry.
What? I haven't even gotten to the killing part yet. Here, listen.
No, it's the killing part, because guess what? It's gonna kill all three of us, so don't sing it. And I'm dead. Mayu and I shout simultaneously. No! Slasher pauses again. Mayu's friend looks like he's about to speak again, but we silence him with death glares. What the hell, dog? I think I've gone deaf. That's energetic. I don't need to perform, I don't need to fulfill the Simon Cowell role anymore, so I'm just gonna do like I'm gonna try look for positive things. So, obviously it wasn't a good performance, but we'll look at least some sort of way to put a positive spin on things by saying that's energetic. That's a very rowdy song, and I really liked your energy. In response, Slasher opens his mouth, ready to belt out another line. Mayu immediately stops it. No, you don't need to sing anymore, okay?
Wait, your song is definitely very original, but it's not quite the direction we're going for this band.
Yeah, exactly. We'll end up having to split. Even if he joins the band, we'll probably split after like a couple of weeks, just solely because of the creative differences.
Whatever. You guys can't even begin to comprehend my genius.
And here we have him. See? This is the type of guy that's just like... okay, he isn't bad. This isn't necessarily the type of guy that I described before, where he's bad, but he's like full of confidence. Slasher isn't necessarily that. He's probably, I don't know anything about like the screamer or like, that type of music genre. I've heard of it. I've never listened to it. I've never been into it. So, I can't really judge on what is good for a screamer or not. But, so he could be good at this. I don't know, right? But the biggest difference is just that our band is not looking for a screamer singer or anything like that, that's just not the direction we're going for. So, sorry you wasted your time, Slasher, but you should probably go find some other punk rock. Well, punk rock and screamer is definitely very, very different. I love punk rock, actually. But, you should go to like, I don't know, some guy's garage or find other guys that have similar music taste as you and create a band with them, because I'm sorry, we're not the type of people for that. Slasher turns on his heel and walks out of the room. I breathe a sigh of relief, but brace myself for the next audition. Ooh, who is this? A girl walks in. She's wearing her ace uniform and has her dark hair pulled back into a messy ponytail. She seems normal so far, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Hello. She smiles warmly and waves.
Hi, my name is Mitsuki.
Mitsuki. Mayu seems hopeful.
Feel free to begin whenever you're ready.
Alright, hit it, girl. Mitsuki nods and takes a deep breath. Her voice shakes as she sings a soft melody, but grows in power as she gains confidence. Mayu and I blink at each other. She is actually good. I close my eyes and find myself getting lost in Mitsuki's voice. Before long, her song is done. Oh, why are they doing this to us? They let us hear like the bad people singing, but as the moment someone good sings, we don't hear anything. Mitsuki waits nervously for our feedback. Mayu stands to her feet so suddenly, her chair wobbles.
You were wonderful! You have a powerful voice which would perfectly complement our instruments, and the emotion behind your song. I could feel what you were singing!
I mean, it was so great I didn't hear a single thing. Mitsuki blushes at Mayu's praise, but if Mayu heard it, I'm gonna trust her judgment.
Thank you.
What Mayu said, yo dog, that was blazing hot. This is it. I'm sorry, Simone, cool, we gotta steal the spotlight from you now, because now I'm gonna say something positive in Simon Cowell style. One of my favorite things in the world is when I sit in this chair and meet a star for the first time. You are a star. Well done. Mitsuki breaks into a wide smile. The random guy raises a hand.
Excuse me, but what was that?
That was bloody brilliant, Simon Cowell. Mitsuki blinks, obviously confused. I'm not sure what this guy is talking about either. It's gonna be one of those typical movie moments, or not movie, but like TV moments, just he says this purposefully to make the audience go like, what the hell is he thinking? That was actually good. And he says like, what the fuck was this? And then, then you think like, oh, he's gonna say something bad, and he says, this was the greatest thing ever, just to sort of put you on the wrong foot and like, what? And then you actually become surprised. This is one of those moments for sure, and they only do that for freaking TV.
This good shy girl act is so played out.
Oh.
Where's the confidence?
What?
The fire? And for God's sake, have you ever heard of a comb?
Really? You're shitting on her, how she looks right now? Those things can all be changed. Those can all be improved. We're here purely to judge her singing skills. Mitsuki runs her hand through her hair.
I'm sorry. My last class was physical education, and I was running a little late.
Mitsuki, don't listen to this faker. I lean closer to Mayu. What's with your friend? He is kind of a jerk.
Wait, I thought he was your friend!
What? We stare at each other for a second, then focus our attention on the mystery guy. Hey, Simone, get the fuck out of here. He glances over at us. Who are you?
Excuse me?
Who the fuck are you? He pulls a face of disgust.
How dare you? Don't you know who I am?
No, I don't know who you are. I don't want to know who you are. Just get out of here. No? Mayu shakes her head. The guy scoffs.
Oh. Clearly, I have made a terrible mistake. You peasants wouldn't know greatness if it bit you in the ass.
Peasants? You call us peasants? Fucking pleb. With a loud sniff of disdain, he swagalliciously exits the room. Did I really just say swagalliciously? Holy shit. Awkward.
So, did I pass?
With flying colors, Mitsuki. Yes! We'd love for you to join the band.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. We have your information, so we'll let you know when our next practice will be, and hopefully we'll see you there.
Oh, she is good.
Thank you. Yes, I'll be there. Okay, thank you again.
Grinning from ear to ear, Mitsuki practically skips out of the room.
Is it strange that I feel kind of nervous?
Little bit. How come?
I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm already getting ideas for new pieces that will incorporate her voice. So, I don't know why I'm so nervous.
But this is good. That's awesome. Especially when like someone new comes into the mix, that inspires you as well to create different things, new things. That's awesome. It's probably because of how bad those previous auditions were. You're hoping this one good audition isn't a fluke.
Maybe.
She smiles at me.
We should probably clean up. I think our reserved time is running out.
Yeah, if there were any other people that were here to audition, you don't need to bother coming. We find the perfect one for us. After Mayu and I clean up the music room, we part ways so she can go to class. I can't wait what kind of music the three of us will create together. This honestly felt like it kind of came out of nowhere, because I felt like we weren't that close with Mayu, but it was actually, I felt like it was a very nice and interesting peek into probably what's to come for the Mayu route when we're going to be picking that one, because I'm pretty sure at this point we're just kind of, you know, stuck between either Yuna or Valerie, and probably a bit more leaning towards the Valerie route at the moment. That's just me guessing though, but you know, this was still a nice interesting peek into the Mayu route for later.